Hey guys, today I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't add anyone as an admin to your Facebook page. Now, as a social media marketer, I've always been upfront about the power that an admin has. But if we have a little look here, it says if you're adding a new admin to your page, please bear in mind they'll have the same permissions as you do to make changes to this page. It tells you a little bit about what they can do on the page, so it can manage all aspects of the page, publish and send messenger messages, etc. Right? Now, as a business, what we have to do is we have to make sure that we abide by certain data protection rules, which means that anything that arrives as like a message in the inbox for the business, that can contain personal private information, and this is something we do not want to get out. So basically, when you assign a new page role to an admin, they'll be able to read all of the transactions between you and your customers. So if they're leaving you with things like phone numbers, if they're giving you personal addresses for shipping, if they're talking about legal cases, anything like that, that is information that any admin of your page can actually see, which means that when you stop working with a social media person, you need to remove them from your Facebook page at all costs. Not because they're necessarily going to do anything bad, but because it's potential data risk that they may be reading the information going between you and your clients. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you Facebook Business Suite. Thank you very much to Giuseppe for having faith in me with the Business Suite. But I'm going to show you exactly what you can do. Now, for the record, I am an editor on the Miseria Inabilta page. I can seize control of this page completely because I own the page through the page owner section here. Now, this is something which any admin can claim, right? So as an admin, I would be able to claim the page owner, and I have ownership through the Facebook Business Suite here. So basically, if I click on this button here, I'm going to blur everything out, but I can see all of the messages that appear on the screen. So any personal information from any of all the people who have messaged the page, this is all 100% viewable by me. And if I'm not working with the company, that means that I have access to people's personal information. Thankfully, basically, I work with Miseria Inabilta on a regular basis, so this is not an issue for me having this access. However, anybody else who's got this access, it's really problematic. So we confirm the business information, that's all good, blah, blah, blah. So why is this a problem? Anyway, let's go to settings and we'll see. So here are the business admins for the page. Now I can add any admin that I want. So I can basically add complete and total admin access to somebody else, right? Which means that somebody else can also have this kind of power and can completely destabilize the business. So even if they kick me off of the page, I can still get control of the page. And I can kick all of them off and remove their admin power. Let's see, for example, my friend Giuseppe, I could just click like this and remove him from the business account. Right, so I can literally get rid of him. There's nothing he can do. If I kill all of these guys off of the business account so that they've got no access, I will be the primary owner of the business account, which means that I'll be able to give myself whatever power I want on the Facebook business page. A good thing you trust me, right, Giuseppe? Because I'm not going to do anything dangerous. But the thing is, it is actually a really, really serious thing because, as you can see, I'm an editor, right? But with this, I can do a lot more. There are so many different things that I can do. For example, I can go to the assign assets thing. Pages, click there. So I could just give like full control over the page. Should I do that? Might as well throw earnings insights in. Save the changes. Okay, easy. Right, I've got access to the business asset. Oh dear. I've got custom power. What can I do? I can do everything. I can access every single bit of information here. Every single bit of business information. And if I get rid of my good friend Giuseppe and I get rid of the other admins on the page, what happens then? I can run and control the page and do whatever I like. And yet Facebook will not help. Facebook will not help a page that has fallen into this situation. So when they have this little bit of information, it doesn't warn people in the right way that there could be a massive legal issue. And do you know why this is a problem? I have been involved for the past 2 years trying to get a business account hoofed off of a page because they do not own it, and they have recently started putting admins in play, right? So there's no recourse of action other than basically start a new Facebook page and just get rid of the old one, which means thousands of pounds have been time and effort that have been poured into one business page, on which are not being supported by Facebook at all, because Facebook doesn't actually want to protect people's personal information. This is just disgraceful. Anyway, I would like to thank the staff at Miseria eNobilta. I'm actually going to reassign my assets. So I'm not. I no longer have basically that is what I normally have. So that is what I will leave myself with. So I will have the same asset power that I had before. But thank you very much to Giuseppe for allowing me to go through and use this as a tool to basically show what it's like having business control over a page. Bear in mind that I can literally hoof any admin off of the business account and any admin off of the page that I want. And that's terrifying, isn't it, really? Considering the fact that I can read everybody's messages, I can read all that personal information. So whatever you do, be very careful about who you give admin access to. And it's a good idea to open your own Facebook business account beforehand, because that way you are the primary sole owner of the page. You have complete and total control in that area. And that is how you want your business run, because you do not want other people to have any form of control over you. That is not good. The thing is, most social media companies will hand over control. It's very, 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 very simple process of handing over control. You basically just give them you basically just add them to the business account, then hoof yourself out by removing yourself at the end, and that's the problem solved, right? But the fact of the matter is, when you've got situations like this, and people have basically say, for example, you hire a digital media company from another part of the world, as it was in this case. They were an Indian company, I believe, that did it. It's like they do not necessarily, trying to get them to court over something like a Facebook page is just not going to happen. So my recommendation is always set up your own Facebook business account, so that you don't have to deal with this kind of problem, and don't give people power over your page using this kind of account. Anybody with editor access to a page can really do whatever they need in order to run a page, so you won't really need to give admin access. I mean, I usually ask for admin access because there's a couple of little things that I can do which are above and beyond what an editor can do. But the fact of the matter is, nobody really needs that, so editors should be absolutely fine. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me today, and screw you, Facebook, for allowing people to take power over other people's accounts and having no responsibility for what happens on your platform.